up, guys? It's Feeny, and welcome to Wow Feeny Weeb. I bought a thing. A really sexy thing. As you can tell by the thumbnail, as well as my ensemble, today we're going to be doing an unboxing and mini review of the Queen of the Ultimate Despair, Junko Enoshima from Danganronpa quarter scale bunny version by Fring. And this was not the video that I was expecting to do today, but Good Smile made that decision for me by releasing her right at the end of the month and charging me right at the end of the month of July. So while she's still brand new, I thought it'd be helpful to make this video for those thinking about picking her up. But before we jump into the video, if y'all are new around these parts and have no idea how you got here, howdy. Like I said, my name is Feeny. I'm an anime, video game, BL, and dame collector. We mostly collect PVC figures on this channel, but we also collect resins now, we collect manga, we have merch hauls. So if that is something that's interesting to you, maybe consider helping a sister weeb out by liking, by commenting, and subscribing. I would really appreciate it and love to see you guys again in the future. Anyway, let's jump on ahead to the video. Oh, and if you want to skip ahead, because I get it, y'all are here for a good time, not a long time. There are timestamps in the description box as well as a pinned comment down below. But I usually like starting off with like where I purchased my item, how much it cost, and shipping, and all that good stuff. So let me do that. So where did I purchase our edgy queen? Oh, by the way, I'm going to be looking at the information through my iPad because I have a tendency of always being wrong, and this helps prevent that. Junko is by no means my first Fring bunny, but it's the first time I've pre-ordered a bunny directly from Good Smile. Not the US store, I'm talking about Good Smile Global. And I forgot exactly when her pre-order window was, but at the time I did not know what the yen was going to look like, so I locked down her USD price. And that price was $265.99. When you pre-order anything from the global website, you will not be charged until that item is in stock. But at the same time, you also don't know exactly when you're going to be charged. The only thing you're going to know is like what month it might be in. And let's talk about shipping. You cannot beat Good Smile Global's flat rate shipping. You want to know why? Because it's literally only $18 DHL from Japan to the United States. Like insane for a quarter scale bunny. Anyway, it was $18 flat rate shipping, and I was charged on July 21st for the full price, including shipping, $283.99. And she was shipped out on July 28th, which was a Friday, and she arrived on July 31st, which is a Monday. So very, very, very quick turnaround time. Literally, I was like, she's not gonna come out till August. And Good Smile was like, you think? Good Smile always does this. They always do this to me. I'm never getting automatically billed when it's convenient for me. It's always like at the end of the month when I barely have money left. Oh my gosh, like why can't they charge me at the beginning of the month or the middle of the month? Always the end of the month. Whatever. And that's it for the pricing and shipping and all that stuff. We're gonna pass it over to Past Feeny, who's gonna do the unboxing and review portion of the video. So let's get into it. Wee. Voiceover Feeny mode activated. So I was surprised that the shipping box that she came in was pretty flimsy and had some dents in it. After opening the box up, there really wasn't that much protective packaging, just a few like air packets. But when I pulled her figure box out, thankfully she was pristine with no damages to the box whatsoever. I guess since it's DHL, they don't really worry about putting too much protective packaging since it comes in so fast. Ugh, tearing into soft tissue paper is like peak ASMR for me. I love it. But it reveals such a great box, like really good attention to detail, perfectly captures the video game and anime with the typography and the tiling. Great photos of Junko all the way around. I love the drippy effects on the top, kind of signaling the blood. And all the hot pink as well, which also signifies the blood from the video game. Since Miss Junko was one of my most anticipated bunnies, I shan't be sneaky and I will open her from the top because I plan to keep her for quite a long time. But she slipped out of the figure box pretty easily, not too much tape, and the blister wasn't that strong, so it didn't break my arms or my eardrums. She had lots of bubble wrap and protective packaging, and oh my god, just already out of the blister, she looks amazing. But I was caught off guard because I was not expecting her pigtails to already be attached to her head. I thought it'd be like a Miku situation where they're detached and you have to attach them, but no, all one piece attached to the figure. But I would be careful unboxing because her hair pieces do look fragile and you wouldn't want anything to break while unboxing, you know? Make sure to look out for the bunny ears on the top right corner of the blister because you don't want to lose them. And it wouldn't be a freeing bunny unless there was an obnoxiously huge and shiny base just asking for fingerprints. I believe it's around a 10-inch circumference, so yay for shelf-hogging bases. Now there is one hole on the bottom sole of her one boot and one metal peg on the base for some added support, and everything slotted in perfectly, so that was easy. Moving from side to side while pushing up, I take out her fake bunny ears and put in her actual ones. The black one fits flush to her headband while the white one doesn't quite fit as well. Unfortunately, even with the peg, she slides around a lot on her base, so just be careful when transporting her from place to place. And if you're wondering if you can display her without a base, technically yes, but she's not that stable, so do it at your own risk. But now let's get into those fine details of Miss Junko Enoshima. Starting from the bottom, I live for these platform boots. I'm so happy that we finally strayed away from the standard pumps that come on bunnies. Like those sexy thin heels, the hyper glossy paint finish, and I especially love the front red shoelaces. Very pristine and clean paint job, although the shoelaces, they're a little bit soft, like very malleable, so make sure you don't accidentally rip them off. It's also great to finally see some variety in the fishnets. These definitely add more edge, and you know, Junko is very edgy, so perfect match. And you know, on this channel, we love to see some painted phalanges, and these just, they do it for me. They do it for me. This is also the first figure I've ever had where they have long fingernails, so that was really cool. But sadly, even with a big old bunny tail and bunny butt, cannot distract from the fact that she's got a very simple back sculpt. I wish that there was a little bit more in the sculpt work, or at least the shade work. At least she's got a really cool split bunny suit with a diamond shape cutout in the middle exposing her belly. Which once again, there's like no shading on that belly. Like, you can't even see the belly button, and that's like one of my favorite things. Oh well. The bunny suit paint job is really clean, and I like how that you can see the lighter tones and the darker tones on there at least. Moving on to the head, I am blown away by the intricacies of that hair sculpt. Each individual strand is beautifully done. There's fullness, there's a lot of movement, and the sculpt is incredibly sharp. Like, I would in fact worry about placing her too close to other figures in case of scratching. It looks ripped right out of the game. I'm like, freeing, is that really you with that good hair? Which actually they are, because there's literally no shading. But moving to the piece of resistance, the face. And freeing, who are you right now? Because that is literally a perfect face. A 1-for-1 match with the video game. Oh my gosh, the proportions are literally perfect. I love her eye decal job. A nice prominent nose sculpt and adorable smile with an underlip. The Monokuma hair pieces are also very well painted and adorable. I also don't notice any prevalent seam lines in the hair. Obviously there's the headband, but where it flows and ends near her ear is very aesthetically pleasing. I am just so delighted to have Junko in my collection. From bunny ear to toe, I absolutely adore her and appreciate freeing, kind of pushing the boundaries a little bit and not only giving us a unique bunny, but probably one of the best Junko scales on the market currently. If you're a bunny collector, you need to get her. If you're a Danganronpa fan, you absolutely need to get her. And I admit, I think she was a little bit expensive, but I don't mind paying a little bit more money for having a bunny that has a presence, especially compared to other ones that are just, you know, with the plain bunny suit and pumps, which those are not bad, but she's definitely a standout piece. Anyway, let's go ahead and do some size comparisons with other bunnies. First one up is Meow Blue by Binding, which was the last video I did on my channel. I'll link up a card up above, you guys can watch it. But wow, she really towers over Junko. Next one is Raftalia from Rising of the Shield Hero. You can tell I love this figure because I keep putting her in videos. Once again, she is pretty big compared to Junko. And last but not least is Ryoko from Kill la Kill, who I think is definitely on the smaller side, but you can tell Junko is still a bit smaller compared. So yes, Junko is pretty small in size overall. I hope this video helped you guys make a more informed consumer decision for those thinking about picking up Junko. And if you have any other questions about this figure or Good Smile Company, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. I'd be more than happy to help y'all out. And now let's have Future Feeny end the video off with final thoughts and a goodbye. Whew. I'm back. And I'm tired and I want a snack. But let me grab my Edge Queen over here, who's slipping and sliding everywhere in her freaking base, but I love her so much. Honestly, I've just been staring at her probably way too much this past week that I've had her. Oh, something I wanted to mention, but I forgot to do in the voiceover. So I did that part first before this part. Her fishnets feel a lot more delicate than my other Fring fishnet bunnies. I mean, you already have to be careful with the fishnets not to make sure anything rips, but these feel more delicate than normal, so just be aware. But otherwise, it's gonna be very interesting to see how she does on the aftermarket, because I'm sure as many of you guys are aware, there has been a bunny stock market crash. Understandably so, with the rising prices of figures, rising prices of shipping, and people just wanting to spend their money other ways. They're just, bunnies aren't selling out like they used to. So I guess my suggestion is, if she's available on Good Smile later down the line, I would still pick her up from there just based on the flat rate shipping. But if she goes down in price on Ami and you do sell shipping, you might be able to get her even cheaper that way, if that makes any sense. I truly do think that this is one of Fring's best. My only main complaint is just her shade work, but at least they got the sculpt down. It's a great pose, and especially they captured her likeness to a T. It's perfect to me. This makes me want to watch the anime again. And also makes me debate if I want to get Kyoko or not. Maybe. Let me put her down because I'm scared to hold her up. Oh God. The way she slides around scares the shit out of me. That was really fun to film. Let me know if you guys are planning to pick up Junko or not, or your feelings about her. And honestly, I'm so happy that I have her. Like, the past few weeks that I've had, I needed her. I needed this. Like, oh my gosh. This is the first time I'm filming in almost like about 3 weeks, but you guys, it's been crazy over here. It started off with me having the most severe and terrible head cold. Like, my head just felt so heavy. And then when I finally got over that, we had to rush my cat to the vet because he had like this terrible ear infection and an oral hematoma, which he's okay now, but sadly one of his ears is kind of flip-flopping now. It's cute. He looks cute. I'll put a picture of him on the screen. And then we took care of that. My neighbors above us, they flooded our condo, and we've been dealing with that, like with people in and out, construction, holes in walls. Anyway, things have settled down more. That's just life. Shit happens. But like I said, I'm just so happy that I got Junko. Sorry, I was about to say Kyoko because I'm thinking about maybe getting Kyoko. It's living rent free in my brain right now. But I hope that you guys have been doing okay and that you've been having a better time than me. And if not, if you're going through it, I'm sending you all of the best vibes. I'm always wishing you the best. Yes, yes, yes. And I promise the next video will actually be Senhime on Myoji quarter scale. I keep pushing that video back and back and back. Which, by the way, thank you guys so much for voting in my last video. It was like overwhelmingly 99% do a Senhime video, which I will. I don't know why I'm so intimidated by it. I think it's because I'm like, where am I gonna put her? Where am I gonna put her? But I promise you, that is the next video that I will film, and I'm gonna try to film her next week. Anyway, this is a very long outro. If you guys made it this far, I don't freaking deserve you. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. But until we meet again, goodbye.